This is CAR Otherwise Carlos and today react to My Hero Academia, season 3, episode 20. Let's get into the video because this is it's before the movie. So I'm watching the movie tomorrow. So I'm watching this right now. English dub.
I am here in a flashy yellow shirt that matches your Midoriya's. Ta-da!
Oh, Mike, this isn't where I'm supposed to be. Me and the rest of Class 1A are in the middle of our provisional hero licensing exam. It's important.
I know, and I can't wait to find out what happens next.
I already know what happened
But
next.
kid, just ignore that for now.
Why?
Here's a cue. Do you know the best way to save people? With love!
I don't understand.
You gotta learn to let loose. You're working hard, but you should have fun when you can. So let's go beyond your existing story arc.
Plus Ultra.
Hope you enjoy this super special side episode. I take a darling new turn and save the world with love. Now cue those opening credits. Go!
The opening is pressing right now. Don't want to get copyrighted. So we're in episode, I believe, in 23, 24. I think episode 24 on English sub. I'm going to stop watching it on sub and sub because this Saturday is the last episode of season 3 and sub. So I'm going to take a week. This this reaction of My Hero Academia episode 20 is for this Saturday. So you're not gonna see nothing from me reacting to My Hero Academia from this Saturday or past Saturday. With episode 24, I believe, or 24, 24, I guess 24. Because I'm gonna be watching it, the last 2 episodes of season 3 in English dubbed. So you guys won't be be watching it in English sub with me. If you're subscribed for English sub, there's more people who are doing it right now. I'll be doing it in English stuff for now after this episode. Guess. Well, they're both good. It's just like I used to with English dub. So yeah, let's get into the episode. End of July, before training cut. Okay, they're telling us.
Good morning. Perfect timing.
You're on TV right now. Some kind of retrospective.
About me?
So, just how did All Might, the symbol of peace, become the #1 hero in the world? Let's take a
Where's
look
the
back on his time studying
pass
abroad
with
in
the
America.
invisible?
You're safe
Oh my.
because I am here. That takes me back.
How many decades? Real subtle way of sidestepping the question.
I know that costume. It's from your young age. Yeah.
Well spotted.
Oh, well, thanks. I've been a fan of All Might since I was just a little kid.
Well,
Damn.
aren't you an inspiration?
No, not at all.
Could he look more smug?
All Might wasn't acting alone while abroad. The sidekick who supported him was none other than a young David Shield.
Wait, does he mean that David Shield?
Birds of a feather and all that. It's no surprise such elites found each other. Dave, it's been far too long, my friend. An email is here. An email is here.
It's about time to begin the special class.
I have a few notes about my costume.
Not to worry, everything is ready. Let's teach those
Waiting
wannabe
from
pros a thing or two
Island.
about heroing.
This is Shield. What's that? Special episode. Save the world. We're love.
UA High holds special classes for those wanting to train during summer vacation.
Oh,
Today's the
makes
first
sense.
one this break, and we have no idea what's in store.
We'll be running this course multiple times with small groups from your class. Today it will be the 6 of you. Just so you know, this will be harder than a regular class. Prepare yourselves.
I wonder what they'll have us do.
Is this going to be one of those times he threatens to expel us if we fail?
In this master class, you'll be tasked with saving innocent bystanders and capturing a villain.
We're not just studying, we're playing heroes!
This should be obvious, but villains commit many different types of crime. You 6 will be dispatched to a scene and will need to determine what happened there. Whether or not a villain was actually at fault. Whether or not you should fight. We will be judging your ability to assess the situation as well as how well you defuse it. Welcome your instructors.
I am here, sneaking into the back door.
All Might's teaching us?
You're looking extra muscly today, Yowza!
He's not the only one today. Cementos, Midnight, and Present Mike will be assisting. They'll be acting as special trainers. Let's get started.
Let's go.
Head to ground beta and we'll begin.
I see cardboard police cutouts.
This must be where the crime is taking place.
I'll brief you on the situation. There's been an attack in this jewelry store. The employees and customers have been taken hostage and are barricaded inside. The number of villains and bystanders is unknown. As pro-heroes, you've been asked by the police to intervene and resolve this incident to the best of your abilities.
Excuse me, Mr. Aizawa. Our teachers, are they playing the roles of hostages or villains?
I won't be answering questions.
Oh,
Verify the situation yourself and act accordingly.
Yes, sir!
With that, let the capture training begin.
this is good.
Okay, what's our first move?
That's easy. First, we need to figure out how many villains and hostages there are inside.
Uraraka, you go.
Me by myself?
If we all run in, the villains will notice us. But you can float up to the top window and not get caught.
Yeah, you're right. I'm on it. Isn't that dangerous?
It is, but we can distract the villains.
Who is this? The Fuzz?
All Might's pretending to be the criminal. I'm a pro-hero, and you are?
Pro Schmo, I'm not impressed.
Tell us how many villains on your
Are the
right hand
hostages
and how many
alive?
hostages on your left.
Yeah, okay.
Release the innocents, and we'll consider your demands.
I only have one demand. I want the cops and the heroes to get the hell out of here. If you don't leave, I guarantee I'll slice up these hostages.
There's 1, 2, 3.
Very well. But first, I need information on who you've got inside. Is anyone hurt?
Someone will be if you don't stop taking your sweet time. Hurry up and get lost, damn it!
One villain, 3 hostages.
Nice, Uraraka. Stay there. Wait for us.
Quick, hide! It's All Might. I mean, the bad guy.
He's checking to make sure that everyone's gone.
In that case, we need to stay hidden. We can't put those hostages in danger.
How do we help them? Think there could be a back way inside?
Here's the first big decision they must make. Should they contact the villain again and attempt to persuade him? Or...
Ah! This is stupid!
John?
Bakugo, calm down.
You're planning to charge straight in?
Obviously. I'll fire off a bunch of explosions and take down that villain. You guys can save the hostages or whatever. I don't care.
You're being way too irresponsible.
What are you talking about? He's right there in the window. This is our chance!
Of course. I knew it'd go like this.
We have to move now, too.
Yeah, let's go!
Unfortunately for you, this isn't a problem you can fight your way out of.
The villains disappeared inside.
Damn it, I won't let you have those hostages!
Oh, no. Hurry!
Wait, is that...
Now you get it. This is the moment when the special class really begins.
Oh, shoot! Someone.
Today's training is not what you expected it to be. I'm interested to see how you deal with this development.
Ooh.
The villain was... killed?
I'm sorry.
Okay, All Might's still alive. He's playing. But we're supposed to think he's dead. Is it because of Bakugo's blast?
No way. It wasn't even that strong. Weren't you watching? You were supposed to be our eyes.
Yeah, but I couldn't see anything because of all the smoke.
The murder weapon is a knife covered in blood.
The building was surrounded by police, so we know no one went in or out. That means whoever killed the villain must still be inside.
Hold on, maybe. But it's too soon to know that for sure. We should listen to what they have to say first.
He's right. We need to know how events unfolded.
Go
I'm
each
but a
other
humble
and play.
employee of this store. A villain suddenly appeared and threatened me. I handed over the jewels and then he tied me up.
Big
I dropped by to
advertising
pick up a few
agency.
new pieces, and the villain was already here. He caught me while I was too surprised to resist him.
Yo, my bros!
Here's
What
a
it
kid.
do? I came to find a bomb-ass piece of frosting from my honey GF, and that villain laid me out flat. It was soda dope.
When the villain first arrived, was this man already in the store?
Yes, he was browsing. That beast knocked him unconscious, and he was asleep for quite a long time.
And when you first came into the shop, ma'am, did you see both of these men?
I didn't get a good look when I walked in, but when he was tying me up, I noticed these two men had been in different parts of the store.
So far, their stories all seem to fit.
Excuse me. We need to take a quick look through your wallets and bags. See anything of interest in there?
She's got a bunch of credit cards and cash.
Present Mike's is the same way. They both had enough money on them to buy jewelry.
Yeah.
One of you killed this stupid villain! Just come out and tell us or else! What's the motive? What? The stolen jewelry, you moron! Plus they're just bad guys!
Even if that were the case, isn't it a little too reckless to kill the villain when you're locked in a store? You'd definitely be a suspect.
Besides, the criminal dropped the jewelry. Yet no one took the bag.
If the theft wasn't the motive, then maybe... Another conflict?
Yeah, if there were two villains in here, and during the attack they argued about how to split up the loot, that could be the motive.
If that's the case, then the hostages would have heard their conversations.
Nah, girl, I didn't hear anything like
Nor
that.
did I.
Me neither.
Then you think the villain was working alone?
Yes.
I've inspected every corner of the store. There's no back exit, and all the windows are sealed. It's impossible that anyone escaped.
Then the person at fault has to be one of these three.
I didn't do it.
I'm innocent.
I'm not going down for this. It wasn't me, yo!
They haven't been able to find definitive evidence of who the killer is yet. It's time for their second big choice.
Wouldn't it be best to call the police? The investigators can get to the bottom of this case.
Perhaps that would be wise, yes.
This is so frustrating. We know the culprit has to be one of these people.
Simple. We'll just force them to start talking!
Bakugo?
Be a hero!
If you torture them, then the police will arrest you along with the perpetrator.
I didn't say anything about torture! Hey, you damn nerd. You've got a new idea, haven't you?
Well, something's bothering me here.
What is it?
Why did the villain barricade himself inside the store, you know? 'Cause if he wanted to, he could have just escaped with the goods earlier. So then, why did he stay?
Timing-wise, the authorities arrived just as I was putting the jewelry in the bag for him. He had no opportunity to flee.
Did you call the police?
I never had the chance.
Someone outside the store must have seen what was happening. They're the ones who called the police.
If that's the case, then it has to mean... Midnight. It was you.
What, me?
You were the only one who came into the jewelry store after the villain was already here.
Don't be hasty, Midoriya.
Don't you make us look like a bunch of idiots. Why would somebody who called the police come inside to face the villain and allow themselves to be taken as a hostage?
Because
Hear me out. I think she's the reason the villain barricaded himself in here to begin with. Midnight. You knew the man on the floor before this incident, didn't you? And not just as an acquaintance. You knew he committed crimes. You saw him and knew he was going to rob the jewelry store, so you called the police the moment he went inside so they would stop him. And then, before they could arrive, you decided to go in yourself. He must have been shaken to see you, but he also understood your true intentions, why you were there. Even so, the villain continued the robbery and tied you up like the others. While he was doing that, the police arrived, and he was forced to barricade himself in the store.
No! Why would I willingly put myself in danger like that?
Because you wanted him to change his life. Didn't you? No matter how many times you tried to convince him to step away from crime, he wouldn't. So you made sure that this time he'd be forced to change his ways.
Wait, Deku. Even if things happened the way you just said they did, why would she kill the villain?
All she wanted to do was get him arrested.
Yeah, that's right. She has no motive to kill him.
True. There's no motive. That's why the murderer isn't one of these three.
What are you talking about?
Seriously, Deku, hold on! Could it have been...
Suicide.
Yep.
Right.
Probably. Once he figured out what Midnight's intentions must be, it's likely he's still expected to escape as planned. But then we pro-hero showed up on the scene.
He refused to be taken alive.
Not quite. I think he was worried about something else. If he was caught by the police, his relationship with Midnight might have been exposed, putting her in all sorts of trouble. If that had happened, a dark shadow would have fallen over the rest of her life. That's why this villain silenced himself with his own weapon. Midnight didn't say anything because she realized what he was thinking when he took his own life. The sacrifice he was making so that she could live. Out of respect, she couldn't say anything.
You think Midnight and the villain were that in love? That's so sad. Midnight was only trying to help the criminal because she cared so much about him.
And the robber was trying to save Midnight because deep in his villainous heart, he loved her as well.
They were both just trying to look out for each other. That's ironic, isn't it?
I believe that this is the truth behind the attack in the jewelry store.
Ribbon.
This was actually some kind of love story?
Okay, that's enough.
This was so fun! What a 180!
Thanks, you three. You're all done here. Save your strength for the next group.
What'd you think of my acting?
I'd reel it in a bit.
Midoriya,
Sir,
your deductions were exactly what we had scripted for this scenario. The villain did stab himself with his own knife. It was smart work getting to that conclusion by asking a logical series of questions.
Wow! Praise for Mr. Aizawa!
extremely well done, Midoriya.
But you weren't perfect. You six overlooked one major thing.
Huh?
Therefore, you earned 0 points.
You gotta be kidding!
Observe.
What?
The villain's body is gone!
He's alive! I'm fleeing the scene and running towards freedom!
You were all under the assumption that the villain was a corpse, so you didn't tie him up. And that's why you all fail.
Is that even allowed?
Didn't you realize that All Might gave you a hint about the truth? He tried to help you when Asui tickled his nose. He reacted, didn't he? You thought it was a mistake, but he was alive. That's it for your special class. You're dismissed.
Oh, man. That's a dirty trick.
Wait a second. If the villain is alive, then he pretended to kill himself but looked for a chance to escape the whole time. He didn't stay there for Midnight.
Midnight misunderstood and thought he did everything because he wanted to protect her name and honor. But their love story?
It was
Never real.
I hate this test and this love test!
Please
Freaking Bakugo breaks down the whole building with his voice.
Staying in my muscle form for so long is excruciating. Oh, that's right, I had an email. It's from Melissa. Dear Uncle Might.
It's been such a long time. Melissa Shield here. I bet you're surprised you get a message from me. I'm writing you because iExpo will be held in Island soon, where Papa and I live. Schools in Japan are on summer vacation right now, right? You should come see Papa. I'll send you a formal invitation to the expo later. A Japanese hero who fought villains while studying abroad reunites with his American friend after so many years. Don't you think it sounds dramatic? P.S. This is a surprise. He'll be so shocked if you show up out of the blue. Can you imagine the look on his face when he sees you again?
The symbol of peace?
I want to see a society where everyone can smile without worry. I will become a symbol of peace, a beacon of hope in this world. Dave. I am here! Waiting to have Midoriya on his walk home from UA! Hi!
Huh? What are you doing here?
Young Midoriya, there's a place called Eye Island. You ever hear of it?
Oh yeah, for sure! Eye Island is amazing! Every company in the world that's involved in the hero business invested money to create a technological paradise for their research and development support items. The result is an artificial mobile island where almost 10,000 scientists now live. It's incredible! It's the greatest!
Do you want to go there with me?
Really? You want us to go together?
I don't mean we'll just be goofing off. Now that you've officially become my successor, there are lots of tricks of the trade you need to learn about.
You're doing it for me? Are you sure about this? Let's go!
And you better run up to your room and pack your bags right away so we can jet. Can't keep the plane waiting.
We're going now?
Yes, hurry up, go!
Yeah, I'm going. Don't leave without me!
What an episode, guys. That's a good episode to reel you in. A good episode. It makes sense why they have extra course during the summer if you want to keep working on your hero course, hero training, because that would happen with Hasume when she was doing all those inventions and fixing up the inventions during summer break, as the teacher was saying in the episode. I don't believe it was episode 14 or 13. It was one of the two episodes when he was saying that she would be here during the summer fixing her invention and improving them. That way it makes sense that the hero classes could come also during the summertime to improve in their hero training. So it totally makes sense. It was a good filler. Not a bad one. Pretty good. It ties in with the movie because it's a message before telling them to go to the expo, to that one island. Island. That's the location it will be taking place, the movie. Let's see, we got an end clip. Maybe.
Young Midoriya, did you enjoy my star turn as a criminal? You almost caught me. Man, I'm such a sucker for love stories.
Well, it wasn't actually a love story. But, more importantly, we're going to Eye Island really soon, aren't we? What's it like over there, All Might?
You'll see, but only if you watch the movie.
Oh, I get it. Nice plug. People can watch My Hero Academia 2 Heroes in theaters soon.
Spoken like a true hero of marketing. Next time, we'll continue with the last episode left off. Can young Midoriya and the rest of his intrepid classmates defeat Gang Orca, who barged into the middle of the second round? Will they be able to get their provisional hero licenses or not? They might fail miserably.
Come on, why would you say that?
Anyway, thank you so much for watching the show. You are the real heroes. You ready, kid? Let's say it together. Go beyond.
Plus Ultra.
Here's the preview.
Let's go. We already saw that episode. So, that's the end of the reaction, guys. Hit that like button, like this video. Subscribe for more reaction to My Hero Academia. And I'll see you guys in the next video that I upload. Adios. Go beyond. Plus Ultra.